Hello everyone out there, we greet you all. It's the Youth Perspective program, the Teenagers Perspective. We greet you all in the name of the Lord, the name that is above each and every other name. We say hello to you. Thank you so much for following us. Thank you so much for subscribing to our pages, Euphoco Media Uganda. Thank you so much for following, for always listening and watching. We really appreciate. And before we can get started, I just want to make a quick reminder to you all that are watching and listening to us from wherever, that we are having an ongoing campaign advocating for safe periods, and we are doing this for the girl child. And we have been running this campaign so far now for 2 good months. We are taking aid, we are taking sanitary kits, sanitary materials to girl children. We have been able to cover some slum areas here in Uganda, and we still want to take the same kind of support to people that are in rural areas. We are giving out education, sexual and reproductive education to girls. We are doing this on an extensive level. We talk to mothers as well, we talk to fathers. But remember, since schools are locked, we are targeting school children. They are girls. Apparently, there is a rate of teenage pregnancies that is hiking each and every day that goes by. And why is this so? This is because these girls, they lack necessities. These girls lack an education in such a time as this. But what are we doing as Euphoco? We are taking all of this to them. Please, we encourage you to join the campaign as we advocate for safe and clean periods to these girls. Yes, so getting back to the house, today in the house I have with me a gentleman, I have with me a teenager that is interesting, intelligent. You are going to get to hear from him. Remember, it's the Youth Perspective, where we get to hear about the things that happen in the lives of teenagers. We get to walk in the shoes of a teenager. We get to know, what does it feel, how does it mean, what is it like to be a teenager. And this helps us, this helps the parents that are tuned in, it helps the teenagers that are tuned in. You can always pick a leaf or two. So straight away to the gentleman in the house. Hi Owen, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you for the opportunity. Our viewers, how are you doing over there? I'm Nabala Owen from Youth for Charity Missions International. As she has said, that there is ongoing campaign for Kamuli. It is our call to you that you come in hand with Youth for Charity Missions International for this campaign which is going on to take education, especially reproductive healthy, to the girl child in Kamuli and the boys and other people, to the community. You are right here on the Youth Perspective.
Exactly.
And we are right here to take you ahead.
We are here. Please keep it locked here for more things that are coming, even after this program. Lots of things, music, the gospel, everything that you need is right here. We believe that you are just fine, and we'll keep reminding you people about our campaign. Please include us in your prayers. Come together with us and support us as we support the girls, as we take things to them, things that they need. And today, back to our topic, it's the Youth Perspective. I have an interesting topic that we are going to share, and today we are going to talk about the empowerment of the boy child. Empowerment of the boy child. So before I can go any further, it's an interactive program. Let me get to ask my co-host. Let me get to ask my guest. I could also call him that. Owen, what do you understand by the term empowerment or mentorship when it comes, the moment I mentioned today we are talking the boy child empowerment? What just came to your mind? What did you think?
Empowerment, simply, because if you remove EN, there is that empowerment. It is like powering, lifting up something which had been lifted or been quit silent for some time. And empowerment, simply and briefly, it is lifting up, pushing ahead, taking up something while encouraging it, empowering it. You're uplifting it, you're encouraging it, you're mentoring it, you're teaching it. Okay, that is one thing that we are going to talk today. From the looks of things we have seen, when you go for events, when you take a look at functions that are usually set up by, let me say, NGOs, by companies, you get to notice one thing, that it's always about the girl child.
most of the people, not really as always, but most of the people target the girl child, women, and they say they are the most vulnerable. There is a gender that is always left behind. That is the male gender. When you see people are targeting out and saying, today we are responding to this, we are going to work with girls. Today we are responding to this, we are going to work with girls. How about the boys themselves? They usually leave boys out of this circle. If it is mentorship, they focus on the girls. Even I remember back then, Owen, when I was still in school,
yes,
we used to have a day, Friday, where they used to talk to the girls. They used to call it a day of, I think mentorship for the girl child.
Yes.
So every after lunch on Friday, girls that, let me say, 10 years and above, they are usually taken to one big classroom, and they give them information, sexual reproductive health rights, education. They counsel them, and the boys are left in class making noise, maybe reading their own books. This happened like for years when I was still in primary. Maybe the school I attended had some issues, but that is it. They were only looking at the girls. But these boys, you notice that there are habits that they keep getting along the way as they grow. There are things that they get exposed to as they grow. But we are only centering on the girls. Even in homes, by the way, you get to notice that mommy will only call a girl, talk to the girl. Then the boy is given little or no attention. But of course, there is need for us to look at the boys as parents that are tuned in right now, as people that are tuned in right now from different places. We say thank you so much. It's the Ifocom Radio Youth Perspective Program, and we are going to get to know what is the essence. Is it really necessary to have the boys empowered, uplifted, mentored, nurtured? Is it a good thing to lift them up? And starting with that straight away, Owen, just let me know. Of course, we have seen that mostly it's the girls that we look at.
Yes.
Now we're advocating for empowerment of the boy child. And today in the house, we are so blessed and lucky that we have you, a boy figure. You're going to represent many millions and billions of voices out there. What is it that is in your life? Or what is it that goes on in your life that calls for empowerment? What are the issues that you face that make you say, you know what, there is need for empowerment? They need to also take a look at us.
Actually, as you said,
yeah,
while you were still studying in primary, they used to call you to talk to you.
Yeah.
That what came in my mind is actually that these boys, if it was this, that the girls were only called,
yeah,
couldn't it bring jealousy in the boys?
Of course, they would want to know. Sometimes you would find them on the windows,
right,
trying to peep.
Right. In the Bible, there is a story of Abel and Cain.
Yeah.
So let's reflect on that. But that was faith, how to love God. But when we come today to the generation we are living in, previously, people of long time ago used to uphold, used to give more to boys. Yeah. Boys should go to school.
That is true. That is
boys true. Should do this. Girls should stay home. Boys should fetch water and done. So girls, long time ago, had to cook, had to sweep, had to do each and everything, the domestic works at home. That's why most of the NGOs have come up with a girl child, but forgetting that there is someone they are forgetting. Yeah. Who is a boy figure. They are forgetting boy figure. What comes? You said habits. Yeah. Habits in boys are likely to grow as you are nurturing someone, because it is like a wastage of time. If it is getting the girls, telling them sexual and reproductive health, talking to them, effects negative of adolescence which might come out, you are forgetting that there is a boy who will put this girl in a sheet, whereby the girl will fall in the temptation, and you would have wasted time. It is the call to you that is viewing us, that there is equality needed, which is being fought for a long time, because NGOs to come out to say that a girl child needs rights, a girl child needs this and this. They wanted equality, but now equality is not there because the boys are left out.
They are left out.
Events, we are dealing with girls for pads, as you said.
Yes.
Forgetting that these boys need a lot also.
Yes.
To help them. They need to clean themselves.
Yeah.
They need to look properly. So my call is to you that you need to balance, to give equality to both girl child and the boy
boys.
figure.
Yeah. Actually, there is need for that. That's why here in Youth4Com, of course, we do not only say we are centering around the boys. We also have outreaches where we go out to schools, and you see that, of course, we have a session with the boys and we have a session with the girls. Because in as much as you teach a girl child, there is also need to teach a boy. Because you're telling a girl, this is your body, reproductive health rights. This is what you must do. This is what you should not do. But you're not telling the other victim, who is the boy, who can be the root cause of things like early pregnancies. You that means you're falling to only one side. And that's why at Youth4Com, of course, we fight for equality of sexes. That's why we deal with girls. We also deal with boys.
Right.
Yes, please, take us ahead.
One thing which I know that there are things that are needed to be looked at.
Yeah.
Especially when empowering the boy child for this issue of empowering and upholding them again to come back to the system of equality that each one of us is fighting to see. There are things that you have to put in the case that you are covering to put this out. First thing is to look at the work which is being given to the boys, to the girls, the assignments. You know, as I said, that there was, and there is still. Boys do this and this. But it has not been written anywhere that a boy is not responsible for mopping a house. That is not there. So equality.
Yeah.
A boy has to cook. They are actually men chefs. Very good.
Yeah.
Equality in each and everything, not only.
So Owen, to cut it short, can you cook? Can you be a chef?
Actually can cook.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
And most of the things, most of what is affecting the boys to the extent that the girls are being spearheaded, taken ahead, most of the things that you are leaving out as people that you need to look at, that we need to look at as a community, as people, ourselves.
Yeah, those challenges.
Boys.
Why do you people think you need empowerment, or you people don't need empowerment?
We really need empowerment.
Why do you people need empowerment? What is it? What are the challenges that you face? That takes me back to the question. What really is that biting issue? What are those issues that you people face that parents overlook and say, oh no, I'm going to focus on only the girls? That in schools they call only girls and talk to them, they don't call boys. What is it like in the shoes of a boy? What are the challenges that are there that call for mentorship, that people are not giving you, the empowerment that people are not delivering to you?
First thing is about negligence of the parents. As they are speaking to girls, they are forgetting out the boy or us, as I'm standing here to represent my brothers who are over there, millions and millions. Negligence. The parents leave out their responsibility to the boys. A boy has none to work for himself, to either get an underwear or undergarments.
Yes.
No, it is not like that as it is being seen today in Africa. There is still a lot to fight in order to fight this. But parents, as the boys approach this age of teenage, parents tend to leave the boys. He is grown. Even studies are not completed, are not continued. What comes out of this? There comes another effect. If a boy is going out to fight for life, to fight to see that his future can be better tomorrow, and the next, the boy has to go outside in the community where he is meeting actually people who are putting and boosting, about boosting him. One of those, they are the teens, the boy teens that have not been given time.
They are precious.
Yeah, they are precious, which appear. Those boys come together, they make appear. So you are leaving the boy, the school is not talking to him. You, the parent, you are not communicating. And telling him the mistakes, the negative effects that will come out. So that boy is likely to join these groups. And after joining the groups, if he has been going to school or an institute somewhere, there is no hope that he will go back. There is no hope that that guy or your boy will go back to school, because everything is around friends. If we gain friends, there is making some money. We'll go and work on a certain site. We'll finish up something. We have a mission. Forgetting that when these boys come together, they are bringing out bad thoughts in them. Example, which is likely to come out of the thoughts they are thinking about as a group, is to meet out girls there, talk to them, lie to them. After lying them, there is pregnancy. Don't think that every girl who is being told falls each and everything. Now there is a habit of pretending. Girls, if they are told, some will follow, but some will pretend around. And if these boys come, remember they have been working, they have been doing something. So equality matters. That each and everything is being divided equally to these people. Because if a girl child gets pregnancy, then it is a wastage of time for you to speak to the boy, to the girl, and leaving out to the boy.
Because the boy starts it all. So you have mentioned negligence. So boys are actually going through negligence.
Yes.
They're also encountering peer pressure. You also mentioned that in your story. So we see that the kind of circles that boys are always in, they determine their future. And you find that most of the times we are telling girls, do not follow or run after men, do not do this and do this, do not involve yourself in, early sex, do not have peers of this kind. And we forget that boys also are human. What girls go through, boys also go through. So this is a call to parents. Please empower the boy child. Speak to the boy child. Counsel the boy child. Most times you're going to center yourself around girls, and at the end of the day, your boy disappoints you.
And after the boy disappointing you, because I don't expect, if the parent or the parents are speaking to the boys, are speaking to all of these teenagers, including girls and boys, they will get out to go practice drug abuse, to go practice petty thieving and getting property which doesn't belong to them. They are in a home. No one of the parent is practicing this. So if you are talking to them, it will be their responsibility to follow what you are saying, not what you are doing.
They get that habit of theft.
If you are talking to them at home, and it is not what you are doing, what you are telling them to avoid, they will not go in pairs. But if they go in pairs at home, the guardian is practicing drug abuse, so there will be no regulation, there will be no rules that the home will be following. These teenagers also are likely to practice.
So in as much as we are advocating for equality, the people that are supposed to advocate must also be exemplary. That is what you're trying to say. Because even if I keep telling you, don't do drugs, don't do this, but when I'm practicing it, that will put me at a risk. That means in the long run, I might also pick up the same habits. So as we see boys also go through a challenge, that is alcoholism and drug abuse. Those are all issues as to why there is need for us to empower them. But as you empower a child, as you empower a boy, be exemplary. That is simple, parents. Be exemplary. Tell your child, don't do this, and make sure you are also not doing it. Please continue with those factors that are in your life as a boy that call for empowerment.
As I've been outlining them, if there is relaxation to the talking of the boys, you said boys were left to class.
Yeah.
I don't think that all were serious as you were talked to.
Yeah.
There was some who were lazy, playing, jumping and up and down.
Yeah.
So it creates laziness. If you're having time, the girl is not idle, then my brother, my sister, my parents, mind about the boys that you are leaving out, that these guys are going to go out there or are going to be where they are. And they think of doing the unnecessary and what they are not supposed to do. Laziness.
Yeah.
You wake up a girl child in the morning because you want her to learn, to work hard in life.
Cook, clean.
The boy is sleeping. He wakes up and takes tea. After all, the girl is doing everything. My sister is finishing up this. So my work is to bring water. So laziness and making them idle in another way.
So boys are actually lazy. Some boys are lazy. And there is need for us to empower them.
Yes. And if someone becomes lazy, has joined peer groups, is in adolescent stage, this stage disturbs many of us. That very person is going to be the person who they don't want in the school, who the school is saying try anywhere else, try somewhere else. So it will lead to drop out of the boy child in school. Because thinks I'm grown, my parents don't talk to me. Even if I faint, who will come to school if they can't talk to me? Even if they come, I will say you don't give me time. If you are in that stage, you tend to have that habit of speaking back to the
adolescence, because you feel like you are growing or you have actually grown up. You don't need advice from anyone. So in other words, if we don't empower the boys, there are chances that they will drop out of school because you get to know the fact that they along the way get involved with peer pressure, then they are doing drugs. Just in case they go all that extra mile, they might drop out of school. Boys actually are dropping out of school because they are not empowered. Girls might be dropping out of school due to issues like early pregnancies and maybe, let me say, poor decisions that they make, but let's say it's usually early pregnancies. But for the boys, if a boy is not empowered, he's most likely to drop out of school. Although we don't know it, we usually say there are high rates of school dropouts in boys because of this and this, but sometimes it's because they are not empowered enough. They are not taught enough. They are not told that this is how you must behave and how not. This is what you have to do, and this is not essential. You're supposed to avoid such peer groups. Actually, we take boys lightly. We don't care so much about the boys sometimes, but there is need for us to step out. Parents, please step out. Get out of the comfort zone and talk to the boys. Talk to the boys. Empower, nurture, lift them, push them ahead. Tell them, do this. In as much as you tell a girl, there is need for you to tell the boy as well. Please carry us on with the challenges.
Concluding this, the challenges that the boys out there are facing. If someone is dropping out of school, is joining peer pressure, is joining peer groups, is practicing
drug abuse.
Drug abuse is anything that is not understood in the community. Then there is no care for him. Parents will totally neglect him than before. Because before they would provide to him food, but since he goes to work for himself, as the parents have left him before, he would go and bring some money for pet things, pet things, and could help him to do, like, to buy some sweets, to buy, but this grows a habit. So parents will say, after all, you work for yourself, you are grown enough, you are you are not going to school, so you have time for yourself. They will stop caring for you. No care at all. Totally care is not given to the boy child because of where he has gone to. And to our education institution today, the girl child, if he passes with 32, will join secondary school. That is the junior level, primary level. But if the boys gets that score as that, he will not join. So equality to the boys. Boys need, I'm here to say a voice from the boys to speak up for them. So there is no care if someone gets out of the home, drops out of school, no one is talking to him, no one is speaking to him, no one is having time for him. There is no care you are giving him. So you have neglected him totally, and you have left him like forever.
Okay, so if a boy is not cared for, all that negative things come in place.
Yes.
So there is need for us to care for the boy. And how? Empower, speak, mentor, counsel, guide them, do everything that you think of doing to a girl child. Do the same to a boy with the same measure, in the same way, in the same regard as you do that to a girl. Do for a boy child. Of course, there are things, like I said earlier on, that boys drop out of school because they are not empowered enough, they are not mentored enough. But that is why they go and join bad peer groups. Before you know it, a boy has impregnated someone. Yes. They are in a bad peer groups. Before you know it, they are abusing drugs. They are taking alcohol. Before you know it, a boy is acting in a way that you don't even know. Adolescents, they feel like they have authority over each and everyone because they are not empowered. So we call upon also organizations out there, people that are tuned in, please advocate for the boy child as you advocate for the girls. Do the same for the boys.
Yes.
It would be such a beautiful world where we talk to the boy children in the same way as we do to the girls, because there are things that come, there are habits that grow. Of course, they may not only entirely come from the girl, but the boy incites them, the boy initiates them. Because let's take an example, if teenagers involved in relationships, you might find that, let's take an example, when it's the boy who comes to the girl, and who's the girl, tells the girl, I love you, I want to be in a relationship with you. Now the girl has the liberty to either say a yes or a no. But remember, you have mentored only the girls. You have told them always say no. But you didn't tell the boys relationships at such an age are tricky. They are risky. So let us also talk to the boys as well. Let's make sure there is equality. Let's make sure that it is equal here and there. Whatever we do the other side, we fall back and do this side. Yes. Give them the same choice, like he said, even if it's work at home, let a boy also do the same. You know, sometimes when people talk about equality, or when they hear equality, it's taken in a different direction, in a totally different direction. But I believe the ability that lies in a boy lies in a girl. Because a girl has gotten, you find that whatever a girl has gotten, a boy has. Hands, you find they all have. If we women only had, maybe, let me say, the left hand only, and boys were blessed with left and right, we would say they are
able to do.
They are able to do everything more than us. But now we are looking at it in a way that a teenager has gotten the same, everything is the same, apart from a few organs that are of course different. But what a boy has, he has gotten a head, he has gotten eyes, ears, nose, I have. Hands the same, feet I have. So if you're not disabled, what your brother can do, you can do also. What you can tell me, you can tell him also. The same counsel you give him, you can give me also. Let us not create that bridge between the boys and say, we are calling only the girls, we are mentoring only the girls. That is all. It gets back to what Owen has said, negligence. You don't care. You'll get to know that it's because I was not caring enough. I was not guiding my boy enough. It is the youth perspective, and today we are having an interesting topic in the house, empowerment of the boy child. And we have been seeing the issues that boys go through that call for empowerment. They are not angels. They are not saints. They also have things that they go through. Peer pressure, drug abuse and alcoholism. There is negligence. There are many things that they go through that Owen just mentioned that call for empowerment. Please, let's empower the boy child. And before we can go to the next step, it's just a quick reminder and a thank you as well. Thank you so much for keeping it here. We are running our campaign, and in this campaign we are going to be taking food, we are going to be taking health facilities, we are going to be taking things that are hygienic things like sanitary kits. We are going to be giving advice. We are going to teach girls, boys in Kamuli district. So please join us in our campaign as we take aid, as we take sanitary kits to girls, as we take whatever form of assistance that you have. Please join us in the campaign. And just for us, let's continue, Owen. Remember, we are talking about equality, empowerment. Of course, if a boy is empowered, there is equality. Of course, someone that is tuned in right now could be wondering, boys are already having freedom. It is supposed to be advocating for empowerment of the girl child. No, that was in the past. Because in the past, they were only centering around boys, boys, boys. Now, in this generation, you find that people are now looking at girls more than boys. We are not in the African traditional society. So what are those things that you think we need to do to ensure there is equality amongst the teenagers, boys and girls, among the youth, boys and girls? Okay, globally, on a global scale, what are those things that you think must be ensured?
I mentioned equality. And it is one of the steps to be taken. If it is responsibility, that it be equality.
For boys
and a girl child.
Good.
If it is a work to do, to perform, to finish, let it be equal to the girls. Do not say that the boy can only help in heavy works.
And these other light things.
Light things, no. Light things are for girls.
Yeah.
Maybe also we need to help girls in heavy works, but there is a system which is being needed in order to flat up the equality system that we are running here and there.
Yeah, that's why you see in the police, actually now, in the police force, you find that they are girls, they are women that are also commanders.
Yeah.
But before we used to think only it must be a gender, it must be a man. But apparently when you look at our system here, you see that they are also trying to put a slot for girls. Somewhere. All those things that you cannot even imagine. Even, by the way, we also have taxi drivers and we have conductors that are women. We have boda, those are motorcyclists that are women.
Yes.
And all of this means at least equality. That means if a man can go to buy food on a motorcycle, I can also do the same. It is not like it is only a job for one gender.
And if you are giving this maintaining equality amongst the teenagers, boys, and the girl child, then there is attention which is being needed for them. You need to view them as they are doing their works, as they are doing their responsibility, in order to make sure that the responsibility is being done and finished. It will help you to see how equality is practiced, because if it is only you who is putting it in these boys and girls and not giving in your responsibility to look after and to watch what is really going on, what are they doing, then they will not do as you want them to do. They will not think that you are promoting equality within them. So attention is being needed.
Same attention. That attention I give to Owen is the same attention I give to Racheal. That's perfect. I like that. Those are things that we do to ensure equality. Even at home, house, in-house, make sure you have the same attention for the children. Give it a boy or a girl. Let it all be the same. Let it be plain, flat, like Owen said. I love that. Okay, as we round up our talk show for today, we just want to extend our sincere thanks to you all people that are subscribing continuously, you people that are watching us continuously, all of you that are listening in continuously. May God bless you for that. It has been me, Racheal, and Owen. I'm going to give Owen an opportunity to also say something as we close up our program for today. It has been good empowerment of the boy child. Please, Owen.
Our viewers, I want to thank you a lot, and those listening to us right here on Ufocom Radio Uganda. Thank you for the great work that you do to uphold us, to empower us in this God's work that we are doing here and there.
Amen.
Of course, we are running a campaign for the Kamuli, as we said, most of the Kampala slums and Kampala areas have been worked on. We have been looking at them. But now we need to look at those people who are in rural areas. Remember, they are girls that need to be taught sexual reproductive health and a lot, how to use a sanitary pad. Don't get scared. I'm a boy and I've learned this. But they are those that need this help. Which help? The help financially helping Youth for Charity Missions International, standing with us in prayer, keeping us in prayer, and praying for a miracle to happen for us, and to support us financially, of course, as I've said, sending us some money via the numbers, and helping us a lot. I remain Nabala Owen from Youth for Charity Missions International. May God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you all. Stay safe.